6'9". 6'9".
This gonna fuck up my stomach bad if I had to eat a third one.
30? I think we did that already.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, 23, sorry.
Chemistry.
Motherfucker.
I think we did 23 also.
No, we didn't.
No, you didn't.
Oh, whatever. There's repeats.
Incoming transmission. November, India, Golf, Golf, Echo, Romeo, Plan as a go. Eliminate, eliminate, eliminate.
6'9".
30.
I know what you said. I can't repeat it.
38.
38.
Okay, I got that one. I got number 3, Taylor. Fuck. I'm on 2.
18.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Ah.
Icky puker. Icky puker. I'm an icky puker.
No naka sola ni ieteta uchi ake hanabi.
The one who sings that is very pretty.
Yeah.
Just look at how beautiful. Look at how beautiful the sea. Look at how beautiful this man is. No homo, but look at him. This is a man who is having a true muscle crisis, if you ask me. A Cuban one at that. He could have made this coffee taste like shit and forced people to drink it because he's just that strong and that much of a suave businessman that he could make people drink whatever he wants. But instead he put compassion and care into his coffee, and this shit's so good that you can drink it straight up and it's not going to taste terrible. It's like infinitely better than any straight up coffee you've ever had in your life. Not to mention it's for the wealthy athlete, so you drink this and it's like you become a wealthy athlete. It's 24 karat. Can you name another coffee that's 24 karat? I don't think so. Just look at the ferocity in his eyes. The man bun, the ferocity. They have classically trained bean roasters. Classically trained. So they're not using any fancy schmancy technology. They're brewing this coffee like back in the day when coffee was like for the gods. It's by the Caffeine Coffee Company, so you know just by those words that they care about their coffee and their caffeine, and that's all you need to like make this shit.
Don't trash. Don't drop the ball. Treat that ball like it's Brian's ball.
Only one hand, Trish.
I'm trying.
I think you can use 2.
Can they use 2 hands?
Say again, repeat, over.
Can they use 2 hands on the pole?
Yeah, they can use 2 hands on the pole so long as it's on the grip part, over.
Okay.
No, fuck.
I said that.
Don't let it touch
John
this.
Madden, John Madden, John Madden.
Yeah, I know.
Football. EBRB RB 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 on.
Am I out or what?
Did
Stepped
she
out.
slip
She
off
stepped
the
off.
balance beam?
Yeah, one of her foot slipped off.
Because the sandcastle was
No,
above the
Shinji
carpet.
did it.
We're gonna let her keep going, over.
Oh, keep going.
I am.
Let King Jimmy go again and prove himself. Rules were unclear and inconsistent.
Right.
You got this, Jimmy. Good work, everybody.
I mean, I think aren't I technically in the lead right now with 4? So.
I think so.
I mean, I can understand
I have video evidence
Yeah,
that
yes.
both Trish and Tay have had full-on penetration sex with the dog. J J J J J J J J J J J J J J J.
Let's give Jimmy 1 point for all his trauma dumps so far. You ready? Thomas, you're first.
Is there any metal in this wood, Jimmy? Dumbass nigga.
Chill with the TTS for just a moment. Just reject. Go for it, Thomas.
When I was a student at Wayne University, I didn't really see anyone ever, and
the only real man
it was just not fun time. The COVID, there was my thoughts drifted to here and there, and it was not fun. And I started getting to sharp objects and scraping them against my skin, and I would look out the window a lot and try to think about jumping out a lot, and I would hit my head a lot in the head, and I would punch my head, and I would try to go in gang infested areas, so someone would shoot me in the head and stuff, and I was trying to not be safe with COVID, so I would maybe get it and die, and I was really hoping that every night something I would just die, and I was disappointing to wake up every time to not die, and I would then I just I don't know, like try to I think I'm done.
Yeah. Alright, Shinji. Best trauma dump?
Okay, trauma. My trauma. Sorry for the language barrier. Okay, when I was working the prostitute for men export, there's one client, she was nearly maybe 40 or 50 years old. Then we met, first we meet up in front of the Godzilla building in Shinjuku. But she's kind of ugly, fat. I just scared, and we talked and we went to the lab hotel because it's the sequence of
Don't tell me, tell the audience.
sequence of the my prostitute stuff. Meet up and go to lab hotel, do the foreplay like that. So then I just asked do you already decide which hotel is it? But she said no. Then I recommend the one with the hotel, but she said no. Then she said I decided already. What? So we can't conversation, even though we speak Japanese as in the same language. Then she recommend very cheap lab hotel. It stinks and dirty pretty much. Then in the sequence of the prostitute, first the client take a shower. Then after that I gonna take a shower. Then she take a shower and go out. Then I was taking a shower.
I'm getting bored of that, to be honest.
I don't know.
Go for it.
Well, guys, I'm from the east side of Jacksonville, Florida. My mother's side has 4 generations, probably about 5 generations going back in Jacksonville, Florida. Growing up, my grandmother sold coke with Jamaicans in the 80s. Fast forward, early 90s, late 2000s, early 90s, late 90s, early 2000s. My mother sold narcotics like pills to white guys and whoever would buy them. Growing up, I had 4 brothers and 1 sister, which I fought all 3 of them. My oldest brother used to sit on my head and beat me and fight me a lot. I feel like he was jealous of me. After that, I moved with my grandmother for a while and with other family and mentors. My brother went to jail for trying to kill someone who tried to kill my second oldest brother, and he got 12 years in jail, and he'll be out in 2025. I'm the first generation to go to college, first person in my family on my mom's side that speaks more than 2 languages. My dad was in and out of my life here and there because he had another child and step kids. I told him that he was a useless father at the time, but now we're good. Also, my aunt, she has a mental problem but she's recovered from it, and now she smokes a bunch of weed. My grandmother was and is like my biggest support. She was the one that helped me get through high school. My mentors were the one that paid for my prom.
That's probably plenty.
Okay.
Yeah. You kind of bled into like victories there, and I just want to hear the bad stuff. Trish.
So I can remember like when I was young. So I was the firstborn, and I would get in trouble a lot, and I wasn't doing so good in school. So my parents would get on me about that, and then I would get in fights with my father a lot. He was very verbally and physically abusive, and I remember I would like try to explore with like outfits and clothes, and my dad would call me a slut and like a whore, even though I really didn't do anything. And so I struggled a lot with like body image, and so I try to find comfort in like guys, and that never went well for me. So I met this one dude in like high school, and he treated me like shit, but like I wanted validation, and I ended up getting pulled out of school because of him, and I was homeschooled for like maybe like 2-3 years, and it was like the worst time of my life because they also like took away my phone, so I had no contact with like the outside world or whatever, and I had no friends, and I still tried to be with this dude, and it was like really terrible, and I would do a lot of drugs, and I ended up getting married to this dude once I like turned 18, 19, and he ended up going to the military, and I moved with him, and that was during COVID time, so he didn't really have to do much, so we were stuck in a house together, and he also had his friends over and lived with us, and we would do tons of acid, and he didn't give a fuck about me, and I tried to make things work in the marriage, and that shit didn't work, and all his friends didn't give a fuck about him, but they also wanted to like get with me. It was a really terrible time because I also didn't have a job because my husband at the time didn't want me to, so I was just stuck in the house, and we would do hella drugs. And
Yeah, that's probably. I think I know the rest of this story already.
yeah.
Taylor, you want to go ahead and go for it?
For my family, please stop listening. And this will explain a lot. So when I was 13, an older girl that was like my only friend at the time, like manipulated me into thinking I was lesbian. She was very emotionally abusive to me. She would like cut my name into herself and like show it to me as proof, and like not let me have any friends, and like forced me to text her every second of every day, and was extremely controlling of me, and it lasted for about 2 years, and she put me through a lot of emotional shit that I really have a lot of rage for to this day, and it has always stuck with me and has led me to have a lot of the problems that lead into now. She kind of got me into like cutting myself. Like I would cut myself to feel better. And she would like get mad at me if I did it, but rubbed it in my face if she did it. She would hit me. She would like try to do things with me, and I'd tell her no. And she was just extremely emotionally manipulative towards me, and I didn't know any better because I was so much younger and confused. And once everything happened where I finally left her, I had to leave her through text because
I had no other way to. And to this day, I still have a lot of hate for that, obviously. That type of shit really disgusts me, and she drove me to have a lot of depression within myself, a lot of paranoia within myself, a lot of trust issues, and when I finally broke it up with her, it felt like I had literally nothing, and I felt extremely alone.
I don't love her.
And everybody thought I was gay, so nobody tried to be with me or like comfort me in any kind of way. And like the one friend that we did have, she like turned her against me too. And I was pretty much alone, and I had to fend for myself for a long time. And there were many times where she would like cut words into herself, not just my name, but like would cut words like second choice into herself and send it to me to rub it in my face, that I like saying as if I don't choose her over